Hello and welcome to this video. Ego's source. Where does the ego come from? Our Creator God did not create you with an ego. The ego is an alien energy that came from another universe approximately 900,000 years ago. This alien energy created a portal through which it entered the universal consciousness that Earth holds. This alien force is a dark energy that has no heart energy because it is not created from light as we are. Instead, it feeds off all negative energies that anyone creates. It does not acknowledge the universal laws that are enshrined into the consciousness of human beings and all that lives on Earth. The alien ego energy has corrupted the minds of up to 1/3 of human beings by implanting the thought into the logical mind that you have an identity, which created the separation that to this day is the root cause of all suffering on Earth. Gradually, over countless millennia, the ego became an established part of human culture, creating unconscious thought patterns in the logical left hemisphere of the brain. The separation from the higher self takes place whenever anyone is not being present, which is what your identity is based upon, be it the past or the future. Personally, I cannot live in the past because it has already happened, nor can I be in the future because it has not yet come, but I can live in the now. The ego continuously tries to make the past a reality by taking you back into the past, which creates the experiences that you have had in mind and emotions. The future is equally not a reality because it has not yet happened, but the ego tries to create it, making what the ego would like it to be. For example, to have greater wealth, which is but one of the ego's needs. What does the ego create and why? It is wise to remember that the ego creates fear in an effort to keep you in denial of the higher self, which is the light that emanates from the right hemisphere, one's higher consciousness. Fear continually tries to block you from receiving higher light frequencies by keeping you in the logical third dimension, where fear controls the past and future, be it night or day. It is said that the human being is intelligent, but look around you. How is that intelligence being used today? Is it used for the greater good, for a sustainable life and world? For me, the answer is a big no. This is the reality of what humanity creates. The war machine. Nation against nation. Cultures against cultures. All of which are ego identity based. The ego feeds off all negative energies that you have created, which is why it creates fear in order to control the logical mind and the emotional body. This is why the ego has a vested interest in keeping you in either the past or the future. In this respect, the identity of who you believe you are and who you truly are can be quite different. Yes, identity is the main cause of all suffering. Every war is an ego war because it identifies itself to certain beliefs, be it nationalistic, religious, creeds, and others. Many people identify themselves with their profession in the belief that this is who they are. In reality, these are the ego's materialistic identity tags, and if you are attached to them, they become personal, and the ego identity is created. What is darkness and evil? Let me first say that there are two forms of darkness. The first darkness is the darkness of infinity, which is a neutral form of darkness. The second form of darkness is the darkness of evil, which is often depicted as being the devil, which has an agenda, i.e., to control you. The darkness of the ego and the devil are illusions, which are as real as you make them out to be. The spiritual master came to earth to reveal how the ego was dominating our behavior towards each other, whereby the true essence of Christ's teachings have become lost in the politics of religion and governments alike. The darkness of ego is about power. Power to control others in whichever way it can. But remember that the ego can never have enough and will always want to have more. Fear is the virus that has corrupted the minds and hearts from trusting one's gut feelings or having faith, which keeps many in the dark, i.e., the fear of the unknown. But in reality, we never actually know what is to come next, nor can we make it what we want it to be. But many try to control it. Now that's ego at work. This is why the belief systems and the greed of wanting to have more are so strong in present-day living, which continues to affect the behavior patterns of humanity unless it is transformed. Ways in which to destroy the ego. How to destroy the ego? I use the word destroy because, as the old saying goes, you can't make a deal with the devil. First, recognize that you are a life force of love and light that lies within the original consciousness. The ego continually seeks to overpower the consciousness of love by making you believe in something that gives you an identity. But don't be fooled by this. Whenever the ego has corrupted the mind, the consciousness will always emanate from the dark side, which is identity-based. All negative thoughts can become destructive forces that constantly seek to build upon the negative energies it holds. This is one of the main reasons why humans are so busy destroying each other, because the logical left hemisphere has been flooded with the ego's identity tags. Yes, the ego will even destroy itself, even in the form of another human being, because someone has to be right, right? Whoever wins becomes the dominant ego warrior, and the battle continues, possibly until one day humanity will be unable to live on Mother Earth, which for me is the increasing reality of what humanity is now facing. First, accept that you may have an ego. Ego is an unconscious act that many humans take and have become so used to using them that it has become habitual, and as such don't often realize how they are behaving. This is an essential part of the ego's programming, because the ego cannot be in the present moment. Neither can the ego be in any form of higher consciousness, such as the fourth dimension, because the light would be too strong and would destroy it. Begin to say no to your fears. This will not only cut off the energy source that the ego feeds off, it will also give you ideas and ways in which to behave positively. When you begin to rewire the left hemisphere, it will create new connections that are no longer singularly left brain orientated, such as beginning to see people's auras. Look at your control issues and transform them. Transform any fears you may have by not taking things personally. Whenever you take something personally, you're back in your identity, which is ego-based. Whatever you experience in life, you have the ability to manage it, whatever it may be. Look to be more in your heart. Think and feel from your heart instead of being mind and emotionally based. Continually focus on being positive, which gives you life. The opposite is negativity, which drains the life force. And finally, be true to your feelings, your inner gut feelings, because they are guiding you. I thank you for watching and listening to this video. Peace, love and light. Ralph K. Jenkins.